Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to come. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Sam up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. In the face. Pick that.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Colts 44-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Off play action, it's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him work, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame. Get the money, I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khari Willis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. Smooth. 6-6. Bullet hot.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Leo. Go. There you go. 5.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down. 1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 9. Stepping up, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole McDonald with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Colts 0. Josh Lambo to kick
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The 20-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Marlon Mack.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete.
Rivers pass intended for Jack Doyle. Incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Westbrook now on the return. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
94. Check 4. Look at me. Go. Slam. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll fire one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 53 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First down, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The Colts, first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch. Switch. Red. Check 47.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it. They try and get downfield.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On first down, this is Geis. There to stop it was Darius Leonard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Hey.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 89 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the
nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Connection made with Chenault. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 58 to Mike. 50. Exit. Let's go, defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll turn to Thompson, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by handing this off to Mack. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Set, 180. 58, hey, Delta!
Yo, kill.
first down throw here for Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in this phase, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together a throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
By the Colts.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd and 8 coming up. Rivers hands this with a map. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jaguars.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran
Take
onto
off
the
your
field.
helmet and give me a
That's what we
kick.
call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
4-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Minshew. He'll check it down to Geis. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him take, watch him work.
Check right 54. Watch 54.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he completes it to Westbrook. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. To throw is Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here comes Westbrook. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun is Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Minshew's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense gets each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
16 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run with Mack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
To the air again here, Rivers. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Jaguars 14.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 9. Here's Minshew. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is
the Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. They find some open field here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers, Campbell making the catch. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10.
Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there in trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And Eifert has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That one complete. He finds Shark, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.